Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. Today I want to talk about the top 5 point guards in the NBA for the 2016-2017 NBA season. This list is actually in order, and this is, in the order in which I think, they'll dominate in terms of statistics and in terms of helping their team win the most. So, number one, we have Russell Westbrook. Now, obviously, on this list, Westbrook is not going to have the best record. In fact, he'll probably have the worst record out of all of the players on this list. However, Russell Westbrook, I really predict to average really close to a triple-double. And I'm, honestly, probably 30 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. Something crazy like that. Especially with Kevin Durant gone. Think about it. Kevin Durant used to grab, 6, 7 rebounds per game? And Russell Westbrook still used to grab around 7 or 8 rebounds per game. So imagine with Kevin Durant gone. Imagine with Serge Ibaka gone. Now, I know they have some other people to replace them, but they're not as good as, Kevin Durant and Serge Ibaka. So imagine Russell Westbrook. If he doesn't average a triple-double, it'll be extremely close, 38 and 10 or something ridiculous like that. And in terms of the assist load, it's all going to be on him like usual. And, he's just going to dominate the NBA, man. Especially, my favorite matchup that I want to see is him go up against Stephen Curry. Now, I don't feel bad for for Kevin Durant. I feel bad for Stephen Curry, but I'm gonna make a separate video for that. And let's move on. So my second point guard, who I think is gonna have a spectacular NBA season, is obviously none other than the back-to-back reigning MVP, Stephen Curry. I see his stats going down slightly just because Kevin Durant's joining. He's not gonna average 30 again. Probably 24, 23, 25, around that area. And just does what he does best. He's probably going to break his own NBA record again for the most three-point shots made in a regular season for the third year in a row. And, he's going to do what he does, just continue to get money, His shot is cash, and that's just what he does. That's Stephen Curry for you. And, it's incredible to see, someone with the shooting ability of him finally get recognition because, for the most part, he's really changed the game. And, for the most part, players that that aren't athletic, can't dunk and stuff like that, they can't really, get in the news and get all the highlights, but he's getting crazy highlights. But I'm going to make another separate video for that one as well. Next up, we have Chris Paul. Chris Paul, he's going to do what he usually does, around 18 points per game, 10 assists per game. Just average Chris Paul numbers. But, I think the Los Angeles Clippers, if healthy, can be, not, a title contender, but, something to scare the Golden State Warriors. Just like the Knicks are going to scare the Cleveland Cavaliers, but the Knicks in reality really aren't title contenders, even though they could be, the same with the Clippers, but in reality it's pretty much just Cavs versus Warriors. But yeah, so Chris Paul, again, if he could stay healthy, again, just the best pure point guard in the NBA and one of the best point guards in NBA history, to be honest. Next up, I have Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I really predict, especially after that finals performance, being LeBron's highest scoring teammate in NBA finals history, 27 points per game. It's just, I really predict him really entering his prime this year, hopefully entering his prime, and really carrying the scoring load so LeBron can slow down during the regular season, average around 24, 23, 25, what he did last year, but slow down a little bit more, and just focus on everything else, rebounding, passing, setting teammates up, things like that, playing defense, so LeBron can focus on that, and then when the postseason comes, that's when he can start to really go hard, and Kyrie Irving can take that back seat in the offensive scoring load, just because in the playoffs, experience triumphs everything. Just like, for example, I know this is off topic, but someone was talking about how if Anthony Davis played Chris Bosh, if they ever met in the playoffs, Anthony Davis would smoke him in a best of 7. And I'm just like, okay, Anthony Davis may be young, but you have to understand that experience triumphs everything. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing when Tim Duncan first came in the league and was trying to go up against, Kevin Garnett or whatever. You guys understand what I'm saying. But anyway, let's move on. We have Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is an incredible player. I really, really like him. I just wish he were more efficient. He's not really that efficient in comparison to players like Russell Westbrook, like Stephen Curry, like Chris Paul. He's not really that efficient compared to those type of players, and I really hope he does become more efficient, shoot better from the field, take smarter shots. I understand that him and CJ McCollum really had to carry the Portland Trailblazers last year, which is incredible, because in my opinion, Damian Lillard should have been one of the top, candidates for MVP, but I don't know, man. I think he's a great young talent. He just needs to become more efficient, take a little smarter shots, shoot better from the field, and he'll just take that next step towards being an NBA superstar. But anyway, those are my top 5 point guards for the 2016-2017 NBA season. That was in order. So Westbrook, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, what was the other dude? Kyrie Irving, and Damian Lillard. Anyway, let me know you guys' list in the comment section below. I'm out of here. Peace.